Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Girls Lacrosse. Today, on a 75-degree cloudy day in Franklin, the host Panthers take on the Warriors of Foxborough, their rivals in the Hockomock League. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Producing the game today is Meredith Robertson. Franklin, with an overall record of 7-6 and 7-0 in the Hawk, take on the Warriors of Foxborough High School, and they come to town with a record of 10-2 and 7-1 in the league. That's how close these two teams are in the league. Franklin a perfect 7-0, the Warriors 7-1. The Franklin High Panthers looking to get on a bit of a winning streak. They've been up and down of late, as they lost a tough one to Notre Dame Academy on May 2nd here at Piscini Stadium, 17-4. And for Foxborough, they lost their last game, a non-conference game at Norwell. The score was 8-6. So here we go. It's Franklin in the home white with blue numerals and Foxborough in the dark blue with white numerals. The officials for today's game are Brian Ferris and Jim Johnson. Taking the draw for the Panthers will be Kendall Moan. She's going to take the draw. Remember, recently out for the season is Franklin star Emily Carney. She's lost for the season. And on the draw for the Warriors is Kate Noon. Ball is controlled by no one and still on the turf, and now it's going to be a violation. And it's going to go, let's see, they're going to give it to Franklin, and they're going to start it up on the right wing. This is Gabby Consigli. Out to Vera Hansen. Four 12-minute periods here from Franklin today. So glad you're with us, fans on Franklin TV, and we're streaming worldwide on YouTube on the Franklin TV Pride channel. Franklin setting it up. The goalkeeper is Audrey Campbell. She's a junior for Foxborough. Franklin coached by Kristen Igo-Garino and Foxborough coached by Kathleen McCullough. Franklin with a good possession brewing. They've taken off a minute off the clock, and they'll take it behind the net on the invert. Looking for their cutters. Defense closing tough. And Hansen drops it, but she picks it up at the top. Hansen gets a screen from Consigli. Now another screen. Still can't penetrate, and she's pushed back, and she'll drop it on the left wing. Dropping it there was Eliza Kudish. Now back to Hansen in front. Consigli can't shoot. Good defense. And Franklin will start again. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the first period. This should be a dandy. Talking to both coaches before the game, they feel this should be a real good match. Here's Julia Flynn. Flynn sends it behind, and now it's going to be picked off in there by their goalkeeper, Audrey Campbell. Her sister is on the team. Two pairs of sisters and one pair of cousins on the Foxborough Warriors. And the Warriors take it back. This is Erin Haney. To the top it comes to Morgan Riley. She has a cousin on the team. Maisie Streisman in goal for the Panthers. Out on the left wing for Haney. Now the Warriors work it across for Kate Noon. Talking to Coach Kristen Igo-Garino, she said Kate Noon is a great setup person for the Warriors. Ball is loose and they drop it away, and Franklin has it on the transition. And they start out on the right wing. This is Vera Hansen. She drops it for a teammate. Now it's up near midfield. Players go down. That's going to be a foul on the Warriors. A foul there on Chloe McGarry. And Franklin will have the free position. And they take it. This is Hannah Blogensteiner to Vera Hansen. Hansen, the sophomore midfielder. She'll leave it for Eliza Kudish. It's whipped around on the left wing. Sophia Sacchetti with the touch. Now the Panthers take it behind the goal. 8:37 to go, no score, first period. Franklin against Foxborough. So glad you're with us here on Franklin TV and on YouTube on the Franklin TV Pride channel. Franklin charging the net. Spinning. Can't get a shot off. It's back out to Kudish. Liza ducks her head. She's in front, and she's fouled. Will she get a free position on this? Jim Johnson with the call, and yes, it's going to be a free position for Julia Flynn. Flynn, the junior midfielder, waits the whistle. Flynn charges in. She shoots and scores. Julia Flynn opens up the scoring on the free position. 1-0 Franklin. Julia Flynn scores at 7:51. So they took advantage of the foul, and Flynn opens up the scoring. Last year it was a very close game, according to Coach Kristen Igo-Garino. Franklin did win it. Talking to Coach McCullough of Foxborough, she feels that Franklin is just a great rival for them, always with a lot of players coming up through their system, always strong. And likewise, Coach Kristen Igo-Garino said the same thing about Foxborough, a great feeder system at Foxborough. Ball is high in the air, and it's going to be picked up in there by Flynn, who has the goal. She launches it up. It's complete to Gabe Consigli. Gabby Consigli. Gabriella, I believe. Out top, it comes to Liza Kudish. Franklin with the ball in the 1-0 lead, just underway here. This is Vera Hansen. Ducks her shoulder, she charges. She gets the shot off, it's wide. Franklin right there on the ball. Erin Peterson has it. In front, the spin around shot, the goal by Gabby Consigli. Peterson set it up, and Gabby Consigli scores. Makes it 2-0. That came 42 seconds after the Flynn goal. At 7:09 is this goal. Franklin 2 and Foxborough nothing. Foxborough with a strong start to their season. Talking to Coach McCullough, she said, yes, we've had a strong start. And now she says we're about to meet the heavy part of their schedule with some good non-conference games like Weymouth. They already defeated Franklin, and she also cited this game as a tough one. Ball is on the turf. Franklin goes back for it. Sacchetti can't control. Now it's picked up on the back line. Now the pass is blocked. And Franklin tries to come out with it. It's a foul on Foxborough. As doing the job there for Franklin was Callie Joyce, who got the start here today. We'll give you the starting lineups as we can. Panthers with a quick lead, 2-0. This is Gabby Consigli. She's got a goal. 6:33 to go, first period. No penalties so far. 75 degrees. Threat of rain. So far, so good. Hansen for Sophia Sacchetti. She controls traffic, wearing that knee brace on her right knee. Sophia starts her move, spins through. She's kicked back out with it. They whip it on the left. This is Flynn. Julia has it ball, a foul there. It's going to be a foul on Foxborough. And Flynn will have a free position, but she's far out, will not be able to charge the net at this point. So she just lobs it on the right wing for Consigli. Behind the net it comes. Franklin looking for cutters. Kudish. Peterson. Back under it goes. 5:25 to go. Fast-moving first period. The shot there, and it's a goal. It's a goal by the Panthers. I'm not sure I totally saw who that was. I want to say unofficially, Sophia Sacchetti. Let's give it to her unofficially. It's 3-0 Panthers. Sophia Sacchetti was in a crowd. I couldn't swear to that's the goal scorer, but we'll give it to her unofficially. 3-0 Franklin. 5:20 to go. First period. What a start for Franklin. Moan with the draw, controlled by the Warriors. And here they come, an open space left. With it there for the Warriors is Val Beigel. Beigel sends it behind the net. Again, Streisman in goal for Franklin. A rare structured play for the Warriors as Beigel drops it to the top. It comes to Kate Noon. Noon, the spark plug on the team, runs their offense. In front, it's a shot wide by Mary Collins, and it rolls to the back line, and the Warriors are there to cover it. Moan with some pressure back there. The Warriors take it out. Franklin digging in on defense. They have a 3-0 lead, more than midway through the first period. Dancing around with it is Kate Moon, still holding. That's a long possession by Moon. Now she drops it and it's stolen. Picked off in there by Nora McCallum. McCallum up to Kudish. Liza near midfield. She drops it across the line and Franklin has it in the offensive zone. Panthers setting up. Katie Ryan took it all the way upfield and went behind the net with it. She still has it. One of the Franklin captains. Sacchetti from Hanson. Sophia dancing around. Makes her move, switching directions on her stick handling. Now back to Hanson. Vera, right wing for Erin Peterson. And she'll take it behind the cage. Erin holds, still holding. Little drop pass for Flynn. Out for Vera Hanson. Hanson tries to get through, does, comes in and she draws the foul. Again, too far out to score, but Franklin will have a chance. I mean, it's not unheard of that she could charge the net from this deep. Here comes Vera Hanson. Hanson, she's through, she shoots, and she does score. Vera Hanson, I believe, is a score. Kind of a delayed call. They haven't posted it yet, but I believe that's a goal. It is. Vera Hanson on the free position makes it 4-0. Unofficially, the fourth different scorer for Franklin. 2:42 left. First period, Franklin jumping out in front. This is exactly what they needed against this strong Foxborough team. Foxborough with some big wins on the season. They defeated Taunton 20-3, North Attleboro 18-4, Bishop Thean 13-7. Here come the Panthers with that nice lead. This is Hanson who just scored. Down on the baseline. Now they take it behind to Gabby Consigli. Good crowd here watching. Foxborough JV team came in with the varsity, so they're here to watch this one. Consigli charges, comes around, gets the shot off. What a save by Campbell. A beautiful save on the quick turnaround. And here come the Warriors, down 4-0, 2 minutes to go. First period. Franklin defense has been strong, but it's been offense that's controlled the ball and kept the Warriors from advancing very often. With it now is Caroline Bass. Now it's over to Noon. Back out top. We're under 2 minutes to go in the period. The Warriors with the dark blue, white numerals with the ball. They've not really had a good look on goal yet. Noon. Good defense by Flynn. In front, ball mishandled. It's controlled by the Warriors. They take it baseline in front. What a great defensive play by Franklin's Morgan Lovell. She stole it, and the Panthers have it with 59 seconds to go in the period. Morgan Lovell with a great defensive play. This is Sacchetti with full strides going here to cross midfield. Down and below to Gabby Consigli. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Franklin very good at scoring with little time remaining. Ryan. Sacchetti drops it for Flynn. Back to Ryan. Katie gets a screen, comes around it, drops it out. Flynn, Julia in front, and she's fouled on the play, and she'll have the free position. And calling a timeout is going to be Kristen Igo-Garino with 9.7 seconds left. She got the timeout. Nice move by Coach Igo-Garino, and she calls the timeout. So unofficially here in the first period, goals by Julia Flynn, Gabby Consigli, Sophia Sacchetti, and Vera Hansen. No goals yet for Foxborough. Franklin so far with Maisie Streisman in goal, pitching the shutout. Streisman hasn't really been tested. We'll see how she can do if Foxborough revs up its offense. So far, it's been a quiet offensive look for the Warriors. Franklin on the season has had a tough non-league schedule. They're 0-6 out of the league, 7-0 in the league. But Coach Kristen Igo-Garino said, will we play these tough teams out of the league to get us ready for postseason play? Weymouth, an outstanding team. Also Westwood, they're usually up there in the state championship game. Wellesley, another strong team. Moses Brown out of Rhode Island. Concord Carlisle, non-league game. These are all some of the opponents that Franklin has played, and they all lost to them. However, they may see some of those or one or more of those opponents in postseason play. Here's Franklin with 9.7 seconds to go on the free position. Off the left arc. Flynn charges, shoots too high. Franklin gets it in front. Ball is loose. 5 seconds to go. And is picked up by the Warriors, and they will kill the clock here in the first period. There's the horn. First period is over. Franklin very efficient in that first period. Goals at 7:51, 7:09, 5:20, and 2:42. And so far, the Warriors have been kept out of the scoring column. Taking a look at the Franklin upcoming schedule. After today, Franklin will be on May 9th in Leominster. That's a 4 o'clock draw. And then on the 13th, Franklin will be at OA. So 2 straight road games after this. The 13th of May game at OA is a 3:45 start. Franklin returns home on May 15th to host rival Mansfield. That's a 3:45 start. Then on May 17th, 2 days later, Franklin back on the road, non-conference foe, always strong, Bishop Feehan. That's a 5:30 game at Feehan. And then Franklin will host Longmeadow, a nice team out of the western part of the state. That's May 18th at 10 a.m. And then Franklin will be on the road at Taunton, May 20th, 3:45. And Franklin will close out the regular season. It's hard to believe we're already talking about this, but more than half of the season is gone. Franklin will close it out on the regular season at Lincoln Sudbury. That's May 23rd at 4 o'clock. So a lot of strong non-conference games already played, still to be played, especially Leominster, Feehan, Longmeadow, and Lincoln Sudbury. So this should be interesting. We have a chance to give you some of the rankings of all Franklin sports so far between this first and second period. So here they are. In Franklin baseball, the Panthers are ranked 22. This is the latest MIAA poll out on May 3rd. The Panthers baseball ranked 22 in the state. Softball 33. Boys lacrosse number 10 in the state. Girls lacrosse number 16. Boys tennis 33, and girls tennis number 14. One of 4 undefeated teams as of May 3rd in the state of Massachusetts. So we'll see if the Panthers girls tennis team can keep that going, undefeated and ranked number 14 in the state. So we wish all of the Franklin spring sports teams all the best in this season, more than halfway through. Franklin already has played 13 games, and other than after this one, they will still have 7 games left. So I'd say about 2/3 through, almost 3/4 through the season. It's just flying by. And Franklin girls here with a nice lead, 4-0 over Foxborough. Foxborough coached by Kathleen McCullough. She is a graduate of Medfield. She teaches at Medfield High School, but she lives in Foxborough, and she is a graduate of UMass Amherst, where she was on a lacrosse team in Amherst for UMass that went to the to the runners-up in the Atlantic 10. That's a tough conference, and while she was there, at least on one occasion, she helped her team get to the finals of that Atlantic 10. They lost it, but they were in the finals nonetheless. So here we go, quarter number 2. Pete Royce with you, Meredith Robertson alongside with the sights and sounds of this exciting Franklin girls lacrosse team. Warm day, cloudy, just a threat of rain, but so far it's held off. And here we go with period number 2. Kendall Moan with the draw against Kate Noon. And Franklin has it. They're going to go the other way now. This is Panthers going from right to left across your screens, and Foxborough going the other way. We'll see if Franklin goes to the bench at all here in the second period. So the starting lineups for Franklin. Just keep an eye on things as we will give them to you. Franklin resetting their offense. And this is Hanson. She's going to take it out of the pack, drops it. Somebody knocked it away, and the ball is loose, and it's going to be a foul called. Franklin starts. Gabby Consigli, Maeve Grasso, Julia Flynn, Katie Ryan, Liza Kudish. Here come the Warriors. Sophia Sicchetti, Hannah Blogensteiner, Kira Kusich. Callie Joyce gets the start today. Nora McCallum, Vera Hansen, and Maisie Streisman. Franklin turns it back over, and they'll have possession. We're in the first minute and 10 of the second period. Franklin on top 4-0. We'll give you the starting lineup for Foxborough in just a moment. This is out to Peterson, Aaron, left wing for Katie Ryan. For Foxborough, the starters, Kaylin Connors, Kate Noon, Mary Collins. Audrey Campbell is the goalkeeper. Franklin takes it out. Morgan Riley, Erin Haney, Hannah Higgins, Caroline Bass, Ella Campbell, Addison Riley, Val Beigel, and Chloe McGarry. Franklin behind the bench. Nice look in front. Katie Ryan, what a save by Campbell. Audrey Campbell, a beauty. She goes high and she gets the team out on the release. On the right outright is going to be Val Beigel. Beigel still takes it all the way up. And she drops it behind the net. 4-0. Play just early on here in the second period. Kate Noon looking for someone to pass the ball to. She comes around herself, holds on. She'll drop it back. In front, ball is loose, picked up there by a Warrior. They send it wide, and the Warriors there to retrieve it. Good defensive posture for the Warriors to pick up that loose ball. Noon gets through, cannot shoot. Coach said she's a great setup player. The ball is loose and is picked off. Now it's loose. The struggle for it and the violation against the Warriors, and Franklin will have it with 9:08 to go in the second period. Franklin on top, 4-0. In there now, Maeve Grasso, she did start. Out to Flynn at midfield and beyond. Julia Flynn in front of the Franklin bench. All the players standing for both teams, actually. This is Sophia Sacchetti. 4-0. Sophia checking that defense. Makes her move in front. She's got through. She shoots, and no, it's blocked and picked off. And here come the Warriors with it, Val Beigel. Beigel's been involved so far for Foxborough. Nice pass to Noon. Kate Noon. Noon, the junior, charging through with some space. Noon takes it, reverses her shot, and a score. Kate Noon goes low. Kate Noon makes it 4-1. Noon, known more for her passing than scoring, scores here at 8:05 in the second period, makes it 4-1. So the Foxborough goal, the first of the game, comes to Kate Noon. She's been looking to pass, but that she took it herself, spun around and went very low, and she got it by Maisie Streisman. And it's going to be Noon, who just scored, taking the draw with freshman Kendall Moan for Franklin. Moan waits the referee, Brian Ferris, to present the ball in the respective pockets of Moan and Noon. And here we go. Ball is in the air. It is still in the air, controlled by no one. Violation against Franklin. Free position here. Noon starts it off. On the right side, it comes to Ella Campbell. Her sister is in goal for the Warriors. This is Ella, 4-1. Beigel gets it on the left wing. Franklin packing it low in front of their goalkeeper, Maisie Streisman. Back to Noon, looking for 2 goals in a row. Noon. Nowhere to go with it. Passes in front, the shot and the score. Beautiful pass. That's what she can do. She can set up her teammate, and the goal there by Jacqueline Connors. 4-2. Noon with the assist. Jacqueline Connors. This is unofficial. That score comes with 7:19. Less than a minute after the Noon goal. Noon with an assist. A goal and assist so far. 4-2 game. Will be Noon and Kendall Moan with the draw at midfield. Ball is on the turf, controlled by Sacchetti. She drops it. Now it's going to be a free start, free position for Franklin. Sacchetti was fouled. She'll back it up and start it for the Panthers. 4-2. The 4-goal lead is down to 2. There's Liza Kudish. Behind the goal to Consigli, back to Katie Ryan. She likes to position herself there, as does Erin Peterson. Flynn, Panthers, everybody getting a touch. They work it around the rim. Liza Kudish for Hansen. Nice pickup there by Flynn. Julia backs it off, gets the pass. It's wide, but it's going to be Katie Ryan there for it, I believe. Yes. Oh, no, they're going to say a foul on the Panthers, and it'll go back to the Warriors. And they start out deep in their own zone. This is Hannah Higgins. Hannah, the junior, controlling it, drops it back. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. 4-2, Franklin holding on. Charging through is Ella Campbell, and she's fouled by Ryan, and she keeps going. Now this is going to be Morgan Riley. Riley with some space. Now they take it behind the net, behind Maisie Streisman. Out on the left wing. Warriors trying to make it a one-goal game. Noon. Things quieting down here for a moment. This is Mary Collins. Down in front for Noon. She shoots and she scores again. Noon on fire here with 2 goals and an assist. Kate Noon makes it 4-3. Her goal comes at 5:18. She's got 2 goals and assist in the last 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. And it's a 4-3 game. Well, we mentioned how important it was for the Panthers to have a good start. They did that, but the second period has belonged to Foxborough. Moan and Noon for the draw. Referee Brian Ferris working with Jim Johnson. 5:18 to go, second period. Ball in the air, controlled by the Warriors' Val Beigel. Val, she'll drop it off. Coming through, charging player in front. The shot, the save by Streisman. She picked it out of the air. A nice save. Now Streisman will drop it off for Maeve Grasso. Franklin experiencing some forechecking pressure here by the Warriors. To midfield, Hansen with a nice stretch to grab it. Vera from Kendall Moan. Moan finds all alone Katie Ryan. Ryan, captain, goes left side. Franklin has not scored since 2:42 of the first period. Meanwhile, 3 goals in a row by the Warriors of Foxborough. Ryan again for Sacchetti now to the top. Franklin gathering their strategy here on the short side of the field. Coming around, the shot there, and the goal. The goal there by Gabby Consigli, her second. Gabby Consigli makes it 5-3. Gabby Consigli, and she comes off for a breather. She scores at 4:03, so that breaks a little bit of the momentum that the Warriors had garnered by scoring 3 straight goals. But now it's 5-3, a 2-goal lead with 4:03 left here in the first half. Nice game so far, no penalties. Kendall Moan and Kate Noon. Moan from Franklin. Ball high in the air. Violation. It's going to go to Franklin. Moan wins it. Panthers coming through. Flynn gets it knocked out of her possession, and it's going to be a play on for Foxborough. And here they come off the left wing. With it for the Warriors is Addison Riley, the sophomore. Out top, this is Riley on the right wing. Worked around. They take it below the net now. 5-3 is your score. Out top, left side for Collins, for Kate Noon. Noon has the ball deflected on the turf. Noon comes out with it. Nice play. Good stick handling ability by Noon. And she'll hold it. 3:04 left, second period. In front here, a violation and a foul as Beigel went to work, and she's going to get the free position off the right side. This is Val Beigel. She's a senior midfielder. Looks like a left-handed shot. Beigel charges in. She cannot shoot, and she'll have to take it back out. Good defense by the Panthers there. Back to Noon. Noon holding. Checking the defense. Play at a standstill at the moment. She's waving players through. And she drops it on the left side for Ella Campbell. Back to Noon. Dropped on the right side there by Addison Riley. Dropped again by Val Beigel, but she keeps it in bounds. And the Warriors with their possession in hand. Back out to Noon. Skip pass to Beigel. Behind the net it comes. Defense there by Grasso. Out back to Noon. Noon, cross in front to the crosser. Triple team there. Ball is a foul as driving through was Chloe McGarry, and she's going to get a good look. A free position for McGarry with 1:28 to go in the half. Chloe McGarry on the left side. She charges. She shoots. It's a save by Streisman. The rebound comes to McGarry. Back out to Noon. 1:20 to go. Noon picks it up. Picked up by Flynn. Noon can penetrate. Noon for Mary Collins. Back in front. Ball is loose on the turf. Players digging for it, and Franklin comes out with it, but it's still loose. Noon falls down, and Franklin rides out with it. Franklin with some numbers on the right wing. That was Julia Flynn with a heads-up play. She'll lob it upfield. Consigli, Gabby, drops it now for Katie Ryan. With Gabby Consigli in the back line. Back to Gabby. 35 seconds to go in the half. 5-3, Consigli. Baseline now. Loops it back for Erin Peterson. Time winding down. For Sacchetti. Sacchetti charges through, cannot shoot, and a whistle here and a foul with 13.4 seconds to go. Sacchetti will have the free position. Oh, a nice position right along that orange arc. Sacchetti with Audrey Campbell. Sophia waits the whistle. Here it is. She charges. She shoots, and she scores. Sophia Sacchetti makes it 6-3 with 10 seconds to go. We mentioned Franklin with the ability to score in the final seconds of a period, and Sophia Sacchetti does it right there at 10.2 seconds to go. The lead, which was 4-0, was down to 4-3, and now it's back to 3 goals, 6-3. Consigli and Sacchetti, the last two, halting some momentum. So Franklin gave up 3 and came back with 2. 10.2 seconds to go. Kendall Moan will not take this draw. It's going to be Julia Flynn. Flynn will take the draw with 10.2 to go. It's going to be not a draw, a free position. A free position. I have not seen that. Franklin charging, time winding down. Sacchetti around the screen. She shoots and she scores again. No, Vera Hansen. Vera Hansen scored as time ran out. Vera Hansen. It was not a draw. It was a free position for the Panthers, and Flynn took it. And it was eventually fed up to Vera Hansen, and she scored as time ran out. And Franklin, which had the 4-goal lead after one, has the 4-goal lead at halftime. We're going to take a break and come back in about 4 minutes for the start of the second half. You're watching exciting Franklin High Girls Lacrosse. The score at halftime, Franklin 7, Foxborough 3. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Piscini Stadium on the campus of Franklin High School in Franklin, Mass. We're at halftime, the third quarter about to start. Franklin in girls lacrosse over Foxborough, 7-3. The Panthers with 4 goals in the first period, then Foxborough came back with 3 straight, and then Franklin closed it out with 3 straight of their own. So it's a 7-3 lead. We start the second half. Franklin in white. This period will be going from left to right. Kendall Moan, the freshman, on the draw with Kate Noon for Foxborough, the junior. Malfunction of the scoreboard. And the reason for the fact that the last play was started by a free position was there was a foul called, a penalty called against Foxborough with 10 seconds to go. The call was against Ella Campbell, and that's why Franklin had the ball at midfield just before half, and they took the draw. Flynn, it got it down deep to Hansen, and she scored with no time remaining. And Franklin still will have the power play for 1:49. Ball is controlled by Foxborough. A bump there in a free start for Val Beigel. Beigel gets it upfield to Addison Riley. Again, Ella Campbell in the penalty area, and Foxborough playing a player down. So Franklin on the power play for another 1:27. Out it comes to Riley, Addison. Her sister is on the team also. 2 pairs of sisters and 1 pair of cousins on the Foxborough Warriors. Foxborough doing a good job killing some of the penalty seconds. It gets over to Mary Collins. She's way out deep. Her pass is caught there, push but no call. Less than a minute to go on the penalty to Campbell. Ella Campbell. The other Campbell is in goal. Audrey. Beigel will get it out deep for Mary Collins. For Kate Noon, she spins past the defense. Noon charging through. Again, Foxborough player down, but controlling the ball in the offensive zone, killing a lot of this penalty. Only 28 seconds to go on it. In front, ball is turned over, and Franklin will have it. And they start on the left side. This is Kira Kusic, and a foul and a free start for the Panthers. 12 seconds to go on the penalty to Campbell. Franklin takes it over midfield. Katie Ryan over to Sacchetti now. From Erin Peterson back to Flynn. Back to Vera Hansen. In front for Vera. Back to Julia Flynn. The penalty is up. Both teams at even strength. Flynn charges. Tries to get a shot off. Cannot. Was looking for a foul. But Katie Ryan picks it up. For Gabby Consigli. Gabby holding. Stick off her left shoulder. Back to Liza Kudish. Liza thwarted on the play. She'll backpedal it back to Gabby Consigli. Her shot. What an outstanding save by Campbell. Audrey Campbell goes high for the save. Point blank range, and she hauled it in. We stay at 7-3. Warriors into the offensive zone. Nice catch there by Jacqueline Connors. She's got a goal here today. Jacqueline for Riley, back to the top for Collins. And they swing it around to Ella Campbell, who is out of the penalty area. This is Kate Noon. Noon holding in front. Beigel. Saved by Streisman, and she picks it up. She picked it up. And Franklin will start off deep in their own end. 8:30 to go. No scoring here in the third period. 10 goals put up between the two teams in the first period. Possible turnover here. Foul on Franklin. And the ball will go back to Chloe McGarry of Foxborough. Looking for their first goal after Franklin scored 3 in a row Prior to that, Foxborough had scored 3. Prior to that, Franklin had scored 4 in a row. Game of streaks. In front, the Warriors. Stolen beautifully, and a push there. And continuing on is Nora McCallum, unfazed by the push, to Gabby Consigli, the junior attack. Gabby, open field right. She'll go baseline and take it behind the goal. 7:45 left, third period, 7-3 Franklin. Hansen. Vera Hansen makes her move. Faking, draws a double team, drops it on the right wing for Flynn. In front, the nice catch there by Katie Ryan, but she cannot get a shot off, and she takes it behind. This is Ryan. Left side, Sacchetti, and a foul called. Sophia Sacchetti with a free position on the left side. A tough angle, though. 7:09 left in the third. This is Sophia Sacchetti. First half, she had 2 goals, looking for the hat trick. Sophia cannot charge. Back to Flynn, lopped in front, cannot get a shot off. Ball is loose. Franklin charging for it, still fighting for it, and it's secured by Foxborough. Deep in their own end, and a foul here, and a continuation play for the Warriors, and they take it up the right side. Back towards midfield to Ella Campbell. Ella angling to the left. .6:23 left, third period. 1 penalty in the game belongs to Foxborough just before the first half came to a close. Back to Noon. Kate Noon holding it. Noon lobs one down low. The ball is turned over, and Franklin comes out with it on the turnover. Picking it off was Nora McCallum. Now with it for Franklin is Kira Kusic. Kusic drops it back. Back to Kusic. Up front towards midfield to Vera Hansen. Crosses the midfield stripe. Launches it up. A few more yards there. Controlled in the game now is Izzy Cross. So Coach Kristen Igo-Garino going to her bench here in the third quarter. She has a 4-goal lead, 5:16 to go in the third. Vera Hansen now in the game. Juliana Owen with it to Liza Kudish. And she'll drop it for Gabby Consigli. Still holding. No, this is Katie Ryan. Ryan. It's worked back to Gabby Consigli, back to Ryan. Sophia Sacchetti again looking for the hat trick today. Be the first player with 3 goals if she gets it. 4:33 left, third period. Quick moving game so far. Penalty free other than 1. Sacchetti around a Consigli screen. Can't get the shot off. It's dropped. And it's going to be out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Foxborough Warriors. With it for Foxborough is Erin Haney. And it's back to Campbell, Ella Campbell. Nice move, good speed, good control of the ball, and she's fouled. She'll play on. Campbell up front. It's controlled there by a Warrior, Chloe McGarry. McGarry holding along the baseline. They take it behind to Mary Collins. Foxborough looking for its first goal of the second half. Collins in front. Noon shoots and scores. Collins to Noon. Noon with the hat trick. And it makes it a 7-4 score. Kate Noon on a nice pass from Collins, Mary Collins. Score comes at 3:40. It stops the Franklin 3 goals in a row. It's now a 7-4 game at 3:40 left in the third. Franklin is led by 4 goals twice, 4-0 and 7-3. It's now 7-4. Kate Noon, a fine player, only a junior attack midfielder. And Kendall Moan will be back out there to take the draw against Kate Noon. Franklin had its lead cut to 1, 4-3 at 5:18. Then they scored 3 straight to end the first half. But here, drawing the first goal are the Warriors, and they have it again. Val Beigel drops it behind. It goes to Mary Collins. She got an assist here a moment ago. McGarry back to the top for Collins. Mary loops one. Beigel cannot go through. Now she gets through. Can't get the shot off, however. In front in the steal by McCallum again. Here comes Nora. Nora is hit from behind. Her glasses gets moved, but she stayed upright. Frischel Johnson gives her the ball, and she'll have a clean start back in her own end part of the field. 2:42 to go. Third period. 7-4. Franklin with the ball and the lead. Out it comes to Erin Peterson. In the right corner for Gabby Consigli. She's been great in setting players up here today. And Consigli also with 2 goals. Fine all-around performance by Gabby Consigli for Hansen. Back to Peterson. Gabby Consigli. Sacchetti. She'll lob it back out. Now it comes to Julia Flynn. Julia charging through, gets through, her shot, and the score. Julia Flynn goes lower left side and makes it 8-4. Julia Flynn with a nice goal at 1:53 of the third period. And once again, the Panthers have that 4-goal lead. They've enjoyed it at 4-0, 7-3, now 8-4. For Flynn, that is her second goal. She scored the first goal of the game and now the last goal. 8-4, Franklin. Franklin 7-6 on the season, 7-0 in the Hawk. Foxborough 10-2 on the season, 7-1 in the Hawk. That's how close this game is between the two Hockomock League rivals, how the standings are so close. Moan with the draw, and Noon wins it. This is Kate Noon. Under 2 to go here in the third period. McGarry loses it, and Franklin's, that's going to be Maeve Grasso with the transition ball. For Flynn, Julia Flynn whips it up to Peterson. Erin charging up on the right side. Now she'll slow things down. Lobs it back in front for Flynn. For Peterson to Sacchetti with 1:18 to go in the third. Katie Ryan. Nice stretch by Peterson. Back to Vera Hansen. Now it comes out to Izzy Cross. Ball is dropped but picked up by Flynn. 59 seconds to go in the period. Ryan. Back to Flynn. Flynn fakes the handoff and takes it herself and charges. She shoots and scores. What a play by Julia Flynn. She faked the handoff and kept possession of the ball and just scored with a beautiful shot to the right of the goalkeeper. Her goal comes at 45 seconds to go in the period. This is the largest lead of the game for the Franklin Panthers. They have it 9-4. Only 3 goals this period, 2 by Julia Flynn and 1 by Kate Noon of Foxborough. 45 seconds left. That was marvelous stick work and faking by Flynn, and she buried it past Audrey Campbell. 9-4. Third quarter winding down. Ball is in the air and controlled by Flynn. No, she can't secure it. It's controlled by a Panther. Charging through was Kendall Moan, and Franklin wins it. No, I'm sorry, Foxborough wins it. This is Noon, Kate Noon. She shoots and she scores. Kate Noon makes it 9-5. She's been the star of the Foxborough Warriors here today. For Noon, that's her 4th goal. She has at least 1 assist. What a day for Kate Noon, and it's 9-5 with 20.1 seconds to go. So this period is even, 2 goals apiece. Flynn, the first and last. Noon, the first and last. Flynn, the middle 2. And that's been your scoring here in the third quarter. 9-5, 20.1 seconds to go. Ball in the air and controlled by Noon. She takes a bump from Sacchetti. Play on. Charging through is Ella Campbell. Campbell with some space. And she goes down hard. And let's see what the call is going to be here. This is going to be a good look for Ella Campbell. And the third quarter comes to a close. I think the official thought there should be some time because of the foul. So let's see if they're going to have a few seconds added on. The horn sounded, but the clock should have stopped after the call for the free position against Campbell. So it looks like they're going to put up, well, we're not sure. It's showing 1 second on the clock, but Brian Ferris is still protecting the ball. A timeout called by Foxborough. And so there'll be a 1 second to go. It's going to be a free position for Ella Campbell, but all she can do is take a stride and shoot. And if it's official, only 1 second, she'll have to launch as soon as the whistle sounds. So it'll be up to Maisie Streisman to be on her guard against the open look for Ella Campbell. Interesting third period. It was quiet until 3:40 to go. In the last 3:39 to be exact, there have been 4 goals scored after we go almost 12 minutes, almost 8:20 without a goal. The first 8:20, no goals. Then Noon at 3:40, Flynn at 1:53, Flynn at 45, and Noon at 20.1. And now another chance for Foxborough. Again, we have the same differential as at halftime, 9-5. It was 7-3 at halftime. It's now 9-5. Foxborough hanging around. The sun coming out here at Piscini Stadium. So it'll be just 1 second to go. Then we'll have the third quarter break. But Coach Kathleen McCullough, the UMass graduate, will lead her team to the Atlantic 10 championship game where they lost. Sends her team out from the huddle. And it's going to be Campbell with the ball. 1 second to go. Campbell is going to get the whistle and shoot. That's about all she can do. Ella Campbell, there she is, waiting for the official to blow the whistle. 1 second to go in the period. Streisman in goal. Campbell positions. The whistle, and the shot is blocked. Blocked by Vera Hansen. What a nice play by Hansen to block the shot. And it's defended well, and the third quarter comes to a close. 9-5, Franklin with the lead after 3. An interesting game. It's been Kate Noon has really been the star for Foxborough. And for Franklin, they've divided up the goal scoring. Flynn now with 3. Consigli with 2. Sacchetti with 2. Hansen with 2. So Franklin has spread it along, but for Foxborough, Kate Noon with 4 of their 5 goals. Jacqueline Connors has the other one. So 12 minutes to go here at now sunny and warm Piscini Stadium, 75 degrees at game time. Temperature hasn't done much in the last 45 minutes or so. Try to get an official ruling on the temp. The sundoe is now out. That might bump it up a degree or so. Nope, it's down to 74 here at Bassini Stadium. So Franklin on the season, 7-6 overall, 7-0 in the league, and 0-6 in the non-conference play. And for Foxborough, 10-2 in the league. I'm sorry, overall, 7-1 in the league, and 3-1 in non-conference play. So Franklin with a lot more non-conference games, not a lot more, 2 more, 6-4, and they lead it in the Hawks 7-0 to 7-1. Franklin trying to stay undefeated in the Hawk and get its 8th straight victory. Franklin will be on the road on May 9th as they go to Leominster. They'll be out in northern Worcester County for a 4 o'clock start at Leominster, then on the road on the 13th. That's a week from today at Oliver Ames. We're back to the traditional 3:45 start in that one. For you Foxborough fans, after this one, Foxborough will be hosting Needham non-conference game, and that will be on May 11th. So here we go. The 4th and final period. Game of momentum. Franklin with 4 goals in the first period, 4 straight. Then in the second period, 3 straight by Foxborough, then 3 straight by Franklin. And then in the third period, it's been Foxborough 1, Franklin 2, and Foxborough 1. So we're at 9-5 after 3. After the first period, 4-0. At halftime, 7-3. And after 3, 9-5 Franklin. Franklin has never trailed. Their smallest margin of lead was 4-3 with 5:18 to go in the second period. Then they scored those 3 goals to close out the quarter. Kendall Moan, the freshman, against Kate Noon on the draw. Jim Johnson, the official, gets the teams ready to play here, the final 12. I'd say about 125, maybe 150 fans on hand here for this one. Now in sun-drenched Bassini Stadium. Ball is high in the air, and it's going to be taken by Noon. Noon has it loose. Ball is on the turf. Battle for it, and coming down with it is Beigel. Beigel for Collins, now on the left wing. Foxborough trying to make it 2 goals in a row to close the gap. This is Ella Campbell, the starring Kate Noon. Beigel cannot penetrate. She loops it baseline for McGarry. Chloe. Around it comes to Ella Campbell. Rather Riley. Her ball is errant, but it's going to be hustled for and picked up by Mary Collins. First minute of play in the 4th period. 1 penalty in the game against Foxborough. That's been it. This is Ella Campbell. She'll drop it. The shot there, it's wide. What a good look. And trying to bang it home was Addison Riley. She could not, but it's controlled. Now it's dropped. Ball is still in the air, and now it's loose. Picked up there in a foul called. Who are they going to call it on? It's going to be on Franklin, and a free position for Ella Campbell. She'll get a good look. Ella Campbell off the left wing. She comes through. She shoots and scores. Ella Campbell raised her stick high and went low. Ella Campbell, her first goal, makes it 9-6. Ella Campbell. She scores at 10:28, so only a minute 32 in to the 4th quarter. It's back to a 3-goal margin. 9-6. 2 straight goals scored by Foxborough. This one could come down to the wire. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV, on the Franklin Pride TV channel on YouTube. Now it looks like it's not Kendall Moan on the draw. It's Sophia Sacchetti on the draw with Noon. I think Sacchetti had the last draw as well. Sacchetti. High in the air it goes, and it's tipped around, and Noon comes down with it. She's been good in the middle of the field for McGarry. McGarry takes it behind. Caught there by Jacqueline Connors. Back to Collins. Mary for Kate Noon. 4 goals and at least 1 assist. Noon charges through. She's in front. She shoots, and it's wide. Might have been deflected and picked up in there by the Panthers. Nice pickup by Kira Kusich. Out to Katie Ryan. Franklin trying to counter the 2 straight goals with one of their own. This is Ryan in the middle of the field. We're under 10 to go in this one. Katie Ryan will backpedal it out. Flynn. Vera Hansen, steady player. Kusich, baseline. Comes around for Peterson to Katie Ryan. Everybody with the touch. Sophia Sacchetti with that leg brace. Around we go again. Everybody touching it. Liza Kudish. Skip pass now. Baseline for Consigli. Back out to Kudish. Liza for Hansen. She spins through and will backpedal it out for Flynn. Julia. She's got some great goals, and she's fouled on the play. The foul on Morgan Riley. And a free start, free position here for Julia Flynn. She's been tremendous with her running ability and controlling of the ball and shooting. And she'll drop it out for Sacchetti. Left side for Katie Ryan, one of the captains. Katie faking. Goes through, and she's fouled on the play. Fouled by Caroline Bass. Free position for the Panthers. This is Katie Ryan off the right wing. Good look here for Ryan. Free position for Katie Ryan. What will she do with it? Ryan charges. She shoots. And it's a save. The rebound and the score by Sacchetti. What a great rebound by Sophia Sacchetti. So alert by the net. And Sacchetti makes it a 4-goal lead again for the Panthers at 10-6. Her goal comes at 8:02 left in the game. 8:02 in regulation. The good look on the free position, then Sophia Sacchetti in front, and she tucked it home. For Sacchetti unofficially, that's a hat trick with 3 goals. Flynn has 3. Hansen has 2. Sacchetti with 3. It is Sophia Sacchetti with the draw again. With Kate Noon. High and no, it's Noon. It's Moan with the draw. And it's going to be controlled. No, Moan can't pick it up. Campbell does foul by Moan. It's going to be Warriors ball. Here comes Ella Campbell. Campbell charging on the left side. All the way, the save by Streisman into the stick of Flynn. Great pickup by Julia Flynn. 7:35 left in the 4th period. 10-6. Franklin with the lead and the ball. Franklin in the home white, going from right to left in this 4th period. Kusich on the left side. Out it comes. On the rush up field is Maeve Grasso. She finds Katie Ryan. Ryan will kill some clock. We're going to come up close to 7 minutes here in this 4th and final period, unless there's overtime. Sacchetti way out deep for Flynn. Skip pass to Vera Hansen. Kudish. Baseline, Consigli charge, can't get the shot off. It's knocked off of her stick and it's still loose. Hansen tips it over. Flynn is so good on picking up the loose balls, and she draws a foul. Julia Flynn, tremendous on picking the balls off the turf. Flynn also a hockey player, ice hockey player. She'll get the free position off the right wing. Julia Flynn. And she won't charge. She'll get it back to Sacchetti. Back to Hansen. Franklin back to their structured offensive sets, looking for cutters. Out deep, back to Ryan. Vera Hansen. Ball off her left shoulder to Flynn. Skip pass down for Sophia Sacchetti for Erin Peterson. Erin, baseline, gets a screen, gets it back out. Now it comes to Vera Hansen. Franklin chewing some clock here. Sacchetti, and she'll backpedal out and kill some more time. 5:34 to go. Sacchetti in front. Can't get the shot off. Ball is tipped away. She recovers it. Pass over to Flynn. She's so sure-handed. Julia Flynn, a marvel with the ball. Back to Sacchetti. Back to Flynn. A long possession here for the Panthers. Sophia Sacchetti with that leg brace. Gets it down for Katie Ryan. Goes to her knees to pick it up, to pick it on the fly. Back to Gabby Consigli. Gabby gets it out deep. Now to Liza Kudish. Kudish holding for Hansen. Franklin is eating a lot of clock on these possessions here in the fourth period. For Ryan. Right along that back line. She'll drop it for Sophia Sacchetti. Now 4:34 to go. Sacchetti makes her move, tipped away. She controls it. Sophia, baseline for Ryan. 4:20 to go. Franklin up 10-6. A foul called. Play on as Flynn was fouled by Campbell, and Flynn will get the free position way out deep on the left wing. Jim Johnson, the official, with the call. Flynn has the ball. She fires it up. Now it comes behind the goal for Franklin. Liza Kudish. Hansen. Consigli. Things packed in tight. Comes out deep for Franklin. Julia Flynn takes a bump. Back out to Flynn. 3:26 to go. Franklin dominating in time of possession here in the latter stages of this game. This is Peterson, Erin. And she's pushed. And Franklin again will set it up. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the game. Whistle here. Stoppage of play and a timeout called. I believe Franklin called this timeout. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Your score is Franklin 10 and Foxborough 6. Here in this half, there's been 3 goals apiece. So the 4-goal lead at halftime of 7-3 remains at 4 at 10-6. The goals for Foxborough, Kate Noon, and Ella Campbell. For Franklin, Julia Flynn, and Sophia Sacchetti. For Flynn, that's a hat trick, and we have unofficially for Sacchetti a hat trick. And Consigli with 2 goals and Hansen with 2 for the total of 10 for Franklin. And for Foxborough, Noon has 4 goals, Jacqueline Connors has 1, and Ella Campbell has 1 for their total of 6. Remember, Franklin will be on the road on May 9th at Leominster, a 4 o'clock face-off. And then Franklin will be again on the road a week from today at Oliver Ames, a 3:45 game. And for Foxborough, they will be next at home against Needham, a non-conference foe. I believe that's a 12 noon game on May 11th. So we have 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this one. Again, the latest MIA rankings as of May 3rd. Franklin girls lacrosse number 16 in the state, boys lacrosse number 10, baseball number 22, softball number 33, boys tennis also 33, and girls tennis number 14. One of 4 undefeated teams in the state of Massachusetts in Division I girls tennis. Good luck to the Panthers at the nets in Franklin tennis play, as we're more than 2/3 of the season through here, as we begin to kind of see in the distance the home stretch. And then comes playoff time towards the end of the month. Franklin's last regular season game will be May 23rd. So that's just a few weeks away. It's 2.5 weeks away. Here we go as we will play on the final 3:05, and Franklin will have it in the offensive zone, leading it 10-6. Flynn holds the ball, and she gets to work. Takes a bump from Campbell, sends it over to Kudish. Kudish, baseline to Gabby Consigli. She fakes the pass and holds on with it. Gabby still circling back. Gabby ducks the shoulder in, gets by 2, ball on the turf. Gabby comes up with it, gets the pass over to Flynn. Flynn on the right wing. Behind the net it comes to Katie Ryan. Ryan in front of the goal. Goes to work, gets by 1, will not attempt to shoot. She's going to kill some clock. Now it's Consigli, and she's fouled on the play. Foul on Ella Campbell, and it's only 2:11 to go. No, they're going to give the ball to Foxborough. Foul on the Panthers with 2:11 left. Franklin doing a great job controlling the clock. They did not go for the shots. They wanted to control the time. Up by 4 with 2:11 left. With it now, deep in their own end, is Morgan Riley. Clock is stopped. Referees wanting everybody properly positioned. Jim Johnson and Brian Ferris. Here we go. There's a penalty. A penalty on Katie Ryan. That's the delay. The power play here for Foxborough. And it's now 2:01 to go. Penalty for the last 147 on Ryan. Foxborough with the player advantage. And a whistle stops play. And not sure what the call was by Ferris. He stops play. 137 on the penalty. 147 left in the game. Only the first penalty of the game. It's on Katie Ryan. So a player up for Foxborough, but they're down by 4 in the final 2 minutes. Campbell in front has the ball tipped away. It's controlled by the Panthers. With it there is Hannah Blogensteiner. And a whistle here and a foul called. It's going to go back to Foxborough. And they started off in front. Campbell, she's coming through. Rather, the shot there is wide on the attempt by Addison Riley. Now in front, the shot and the score. Riley came back and scored. Addison Riley scores, makes it 10-7. Addison Riley, good pressure on the player advantage. They'll still have 104 with the player advantage. 1:15 left. 10-7. Foxborough still will be a player up. Unlike ice hockey, the player does not come out of the penalty area when the opposing team in the power play scores. So it'd still be a player up for Foxborough with 1:15 to go. It's 10-7. Can the Panthers hold on and stay undefeated in the Hockomock play? It's Moan and Kate Noon on the draw. The freshman, Kendall Moan. The veteran, Kate Noon. Ball is controlled, high in the air, tipped around, and is picked up by Flynn. Flynn charges into the offensive zone. Nice pass for Peterson. Aaron back to Flynn. Flynn holding it. Gets it out deep to their own territory to Maeve Grasso. 55 seconds to go in the game. Back to Grasso. Grasso draws a double team. Back it comes to McCallum on the right side. Franklin just backpedaling it, killing time. This is Kusich. 38 seconds to go. Kusich is fouled from behind and a free start for the Panthers with 33. Clock is moving here. Kusich with it. 10-7, Franklin, 27 seconds to go. 15 on the penalty to Ryan. Franklin playing great positional lacrosse. They take it to their own end. This is McCallum. 15 seconds to go. On the far side, it's going to be on the draw here. Sophia Sacchetti, she's pushed out. She'll continue on. Time winding down. Back to Peterson. Peterson all alone here. It's going to be a shot and the goal by Flynn as time winds down, and Flynn buries it, her 4th goal of the game, and that's the way the final score will be, 11-7. Julia Flynn scored with no time remaining, and for Flynn, that's her 4th goal of the game to lead the Franklin scoring. Hat trick for Flynn +1, Sacchetti with 3 goals, Consigli with 2, Hansen with 2. And Franklin wins it to go to 8-6 on the season, 8-0 in Hockomock play. And for the Warriors, they dropped to 10-3 and 7-2 in the Hockomock. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in. Great, exciting girls lacrosse here from Piscini Stadium. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator here tonight, our technologist, Meredith Robertson, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce from Piscini Stadium. The final score for the final time today, Franklin 11 and Foxborough 7. Till next time, so long, neighbors.